Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing and have a first look at this Vivo V19 smartphone. And as you can see guys, this is the higher end variant that comes with 256 gigabytes of storage. There is also a variant that will come with 128 gigabytes. And guys, this is a review note, and as you can see the pricing is cut out, so I don't know the exact pricing, but again, as it's a Vivo phone and these are generally offline centric, so I feel there'll be a slight premium, but what is the price, I'll add that in the description once I know that. And here it gives us some idea about specs, very faintly. I don't know why do they have it in this very dark color. The specs are hardly visible, but here, yeah, as you can see, it's going to have a 6.44-inch screen, and again, like many of the Vivo phones, this is also a camera-centric smartphone. The back is that quad camera setup, but front, it actually has a dual camera. The primary, I believe, is 32. Then we also have a wide angle. So certainly a camera-centric smartphone, and here it says that it has a 33-watt fast charging and Qualcomm Snapdragon 712 SoC. Let's open this up and see what do we get. So this is what we get, and wow, okay, this is the case, and a fancy package for the USB cable. I don't know why, but yeah, and it's Type-C. We have the SIM ejector tool and some paperwork and all those things. Many of you keep asking me about the SAR rating, and SAR rating is over here. As you can see, it's 1.14 on the head and 0.578 for the body, and some specs and all this. And again, we have over here, I'll just keep that, and this is the case, so I'll just keep that to the side. And let's see the handset itself. And it's supposed to have a tablet screen, so that in-display fingerprint scanner. So here is the device, so very shiny, and I believe this one has Gorilla Glass, that dual camera as I was telling on the front, and back a quad camera setup. Anyways, we'll look at this later. Let's see what else do we get in terms of accessories. So it's hidden over here within this. So you get this massive charging brick, which Vivo likes to call the Flash Charge 2, and this is a 33-watt fast charging, so that's nice. And you're also getting this earphone in the box, and these are not in-ear style, but like this. And this will also have a button here to take or end calls with the integrated microphone. So that's what we get in the box. So I'll just keep these things to the side for now, and let's have a look at the handset. As you can see guys, here is the handset itself, and this is having a 6.44-inch screen, so not humongous like many of the phones that we are getting now. So yeah, that's what it is, and I can reach this end. Anyways, and if we go towards the top, here we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and over here we have the volume rocker, power on off button, and bottom the main speaker vent, Type-C port, main microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, and here we have the SIM tray. Let's see what is the configuration we are getting. It only comes in 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 256 gigabytes of storage, and still they do have a dedicated micro SD card slot with proper dual SIM, so that's actually nice. So, and as I've told you, that front dual camera and back quad camera with this Vivo branding, and it's a Super AMOLED screen. So let me just try to power this on guys, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me talk about the configuration overview. This Vivo V19 is having a 6.44-inch Full HD Super AMOLED screen. It's protected by Gorilla Glass 6. It's powered by the Snapdragon 712 SoC. It comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 256 gigabytes of storage. It has a quad rear camera. The main camera is a 48 megapixel. Then we have a 8 megapixel that's ultra wide. Then we have a 2 megapixel for bokeh, and again 2 megapixel for macro. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a dual camera again. Main is 32 megapixel, and we also have 8 megapixel for ultra wide. It comes with a 4500 milliamp hour battery with that 33-watt flash charge too. So guys, I've set up this device, and the first time when I booted, I got a OT update, so I've also applied that. And guys, definitely this is a camera centric smartphone. I'll show you a lot of camera samples and stuff like that later on, but first let's have a look at this device. And as you can see, this is having that 6.4-inch Super AMOLED Full HD Plus screen that you're getting, and this runs on the new FunTouch UI. And if you notice, the quick toggles are from the top, and it also has an option option of this always on display. As you can see, I've enabled it. By default it will be off, but you can go into the settings and enable it. And if we go here towards the settings, as you can see, we have a bunch of settings over here. And if we go to system navigation, we can even have that full screen, but I haven't implemented that. And if we go over system management, here is the about the device. And as you can see, it runs with on the Android version 10 out of the box. And this is that 8GB variant that is with 256 GB of storage that we have. So this is regarding what we are getting. And I have applied the latest update, as I've told you, and this is very familiar if you use any device with FunTouch UI. You do have a lot of settings over here, and it also prompts you for face unlocking. I haven't done that because this has the in-display fingerprint scanner. So let's test this in-display fingerprint scanner. And as you can see, it is fast. Here it is, and it's a fast in-display fingerprint scanner, and you can also enable that face unlocking if you want. So that's nice. And it's having that Gorilla Glass 6, they say, but a screen guard is actually pre-applied on this device. And again, as it's a what do you say, Vivo smartphone, definitely camera is a highlighting point. The rear we have that quad camera set up. The main is that 48 megapixel and that wide angle lens, and front also we have a 32 megapixel and 8 megapixel, that's ultra wide. So let's now do one thing. Let's have a look at the camera interface. And if we go over here, and as you can see, if you notice this, we have a lens icon over here. By default it will be like this, but here you can go to that super wide angle, and as you can see, it goes pretty wide. And from here you can change, for example, you can also go to the super macro from here itself. And let me bring a object closer by. Yes, as you can see, very small text generally on these watches. I can easily see that because of the super macro. And you also have 1x and 2x. There's a digital zoom over here, but mostly you'll be moving from here and here. And this bokeh mode is also there. If I bring an object, you can actually adjust how much background blur you want. And if you notice in real time background, you are able to actually see the background blur, and you can actually adjust it from here how much you want. So that's actually nice. In real time, you get an idea what is happening with this one. So that's nice. And you can go to the super wide also from here. And in portrait mode also, you have the super wide option. And so you do have a lot of options over here, obviously video. And here if you go, you get that 48 megapixel panorama and all that stuff. And even you have a pro mode. And video, I believe we can even shoot in that, yeah, super wide angle. So that's actually nice. So even in video, they haven't gimped it. And if you look at the front facing camera, this is the super wide angle. As you can see right now, it's very wide. And you can even go to the bokeh mode like this. And again, you have that adjustment and all these things. We also have a night mode over here. So you do have a lot of modes. This is the regular one. And this is the super wide, as you can see. And guys, this is very low lighting. Then also, as you can see, it's actually doing a good job. But let me do one thing. Let me actually show you the sample shots so that you have a better idea regarding the camera. So these were taken with the rear facing camera, and these were taken in normal mode. And as you can see, the shots came out actually pretty good. Again, this was also taken in the normal mode. And here I used the macro, and as you can see how close I could get. Again, one more example, this was in the regular mode. And here I used the macro. To give you one more example, this was taken in the regular mode, and this was in that super macro mode. In terms of color reproduction, as you can see, even in the normal mode, you get some very good colors with this one. They look natural. Now moving to human subjects, this was taken in the regular mode. Here I enabled that portrait, the bokeh mode, and here that ultra wide. One more example, this was that regular mode, and this was that bokeh mode, and finally this was that ultra wide angle. One more example, regular mode, and here I enabled the bokeh mode, and finally here this is that ultra wide angle. My wife also there, so took some samples. Regular mode, this was that ultra wide angle, and one more example, regular shot, and that is that portrait bokeh mode. Moving to the front facing camera, the 32 megapixel camera produced some very good results. And here, these were taken in the regular mode. And here I enabled that bokeh background blur. You can adjust how much blur you want. Also took samples with my family. This was in the regular mode, and these came out actually really good. But when I enabled the bokeh mode, just notice that only my face was in focus, the others were out of focus. So this is a bug. Hopefully they fix it with an update. Moving to selfies in indoor lighting condition, here it actually surprised me. As you can see, these were taken in my office in artificial lighting. Then also the results were actually really good, even in the regular mode, as well as when we move to the ultra wide or even the portrait bokeh mode. Shooting this indoors, and it's sort of going to be sunset, so this is kind of very low lighting, but as you can see, it's pretty low lighting, but still I think so it's able to manage and lit up my face, even though it's pretty low. But you guys let me know what do you feel about the same. Now recording this video with the front facing camera, and I'm just walking, as you can see, and it's supposed to do some stabilization, but you guys let me know what do you feel about the same. This is around about 5:45, so not completely sunset. I'll also shoot a video indoors, very low lighting, to give you an idea how it does. This one also does that ultra wide angle lens, so I'll also shoot in the ultra wide angle to give you an idea how does that look. Now recording this ultra wide angle, as you can see, it's really wide, so nice if you have about 2 people, even in the frame you can do vlogging. And this is the sample. Do let me know what do you think about the same. Regarding with the rear facing camera, guys, and this is in the regular mode, and here you also have that 1x and 2x option within the video, so that you can do. It will also shoot video in the ultra wide angle, but I'm just walking, as you can see, because it says it has that electronic image stabilization. So this is sample in regular mode. Now I'll switch to the ultra wide angle. Shooting that similar video, but again, as you can see, this is in that super that's ultra wide angle that you're doing. And here also I'm walking, and looks like stabilization is even there, the electronic image stabilization, even in this ultra wide mode. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Vivo V19 smartphone. So what do you guys think about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. And regarding the pricing, guys, as I've told you, I'll add that in the description area. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.